Don't you think traveling without money is impossible? Yes, every time you scroll through Instagram or TikTok, you see a travel influencer going places. And you wonder how they manage their finances to afford such trips worldwide. Well, various event coordinators, brands, tourism boards, or hotel sponsors their tours or invite them. Doesn't that mean they're traveling for free? Yes, that's one of the many ways of traveling without money. Per New York Post in October 2022, several popular travel blogs agreed that a baseline of $20,000 per person for a year is enough to travel the world, which averages out to just over $50 per day. It indicates that even if you travel the world with a minimum budget, it won't be less than $50 a day. So what's the solution? Well, let's get into the details of how you can find ways to travel with no money. If you've been bitten by the travel bug but don't have the budget for it, you should know it's possible to travel with next to no money. Not every traveler wishes to go on lavish trips to the Alps in Switzerland or the luxurious casinos in Las Vegas, because millions of travelers dream of seeing the Himalayas from the peak of Nepal or indulging in the nightlife of Thailand to enjoy street food. That means the category of tourists can vary in significant numbers. For instance, an estimated 207 million international arrivals were recorded in June and July 2022 combined. But does that mean most tourists only choose luxurious vacation spots? No, many travelers plan affordable tours to quench their wanderlust. For more reference, Statista stated that in 2021, the tourism market size worldwide was estimated at approximately $1.31 trillion. As forecast, this figure was expected to rise to $1.67 trillion in 2022, indicating that tourist numbers keep growing yearly. So now, let's walk you through some of the most practical ways you can actually travel with no money. If you're an aspiring traveler, it's natural you yearn to explore the unseen. However, your bank balance won't suffice for a massive plan that will take years to execute. So you need to prepare your mind to make sacrifices like not getting the latest pair of Air Jordan or an iPhone 14 Pro Max or even a PS5. For that, you need to develop the habit of saving up from an early age. At least that is what YouTube traveler Lexie suggests, which you can take into account as she has set a milestone of traveling by prioritizing experiences over possession. She recommends buying a high-quality camera to capture your precious moments along the way though. No matter how much we emphasize traveling for free, you will need the minimum amount of money. In this case, a viable option is finding a job overseas, or you can also work remotely from any part of the globe to get the cash flowing for meeting your basic needs and travel expenses. Remote career options like working as a copywriter, web developer, graphics designer, online tutor, virtual assistant, yoga instructor, and options are endless. And if you're a native English speaker, it's a bonus as you can apply for English language teaching jobs in countries like South Korea, Thailand, and more. Another unique way of traveling without money is being an au pair. This French word translates to a live-in caregiver who helps a host family by looking after their children and doing housekeeping. In exchange, you can get a free room along with a small salary. This is an amazing option if you want to learn a new language or immerse yourself in a new culture. The influencer market is growing by the day. Per Statista, a 2021 survey found that 84% of respondents from the US said that they consulted travel influencers for recommendations on trips. That means a large number of people follow the travel experiences of influencers. As we mentioned earlier, influencers travel for free with numerous sponsorships. However, it's not so plain and simple. To become an influencer, you need to carve out a niche interest, as in finding what you're good at and trying to develop a brand. If you work hard enough and reach out to start networking with like-minded people, you will start getting brand deals. Once your work gets monetized, you can try working with affiliate marketing and YouTube ad revenue. The sooner you get recognized, the faster you will open opportunity windows to get invited and endorse brands overseas without spending a penny. However, you must remember it's a lengthy process that will require a lot of patience and dedication. For instance, Drew Binsky is an American travel blogger and vlogger who has visited every country in the world. He shares his adventures and travel experiences on his YouTube channel and other social media accounts. Also, you can't forget Nas Daily. Nas is an Arab-Israeli vlogger who is famous for creating over 1,000 daily 1-minute-long videos on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram under the Nas Daily page. Another example is Christian LeBlanc, with over 2 million subscribers on his YouTube channel Los LeBlanc, and the list goes on and on. What in the world is Couchsurfing? It's a website that helps connect travelers and hosts with mutual interests. You can make a profile when you consider traveling without money. Find hosts who will show you around town, and you can also do the same when they visit your town. You can go to Couchsurfing meetups to make friends in the community and get references. Once you build your profile, reach out to hosts and set up free accommodation in the places you want to visit. Couchsurfing enriches your experiences with locals and allows you to see a place in the best way possible. WWOOFing means worldwide opportunities on organic farms. It's an excellent way of traveling without funding. To elaborate, it's a global network of volunteer opportunities on organic farms and other properties. Nearly 75,000 students, gap year kids, and adults volunteer through WWOOFing in 100 countries annually. This gives them a chance to do farm work in a foreign land in exchange for food and housing, thus traveling for free while gaining experience in the environment, organic growing, and sustainability sectors. Apart from WWOOFing, you can also search for voluntary work abroad to travel without money. For instance, you can volunteer at eco-villages in Germany, Costa Rica, El Salvador, and more. Also, you can look for voluntary social work involving children to teach them English or art. Countries like Vietnam and Colombia provide volunteer opportunities to teach less fortunate children. And of course, you can always offer non-governmental organizations to help underprivileged people around Tanzania, Kenya, India, and so on. By doing so, you can contribute to society as well as travel without money, since the NGOs arrange these programs for poverty-stricken people. Overall, there is no dearth of finding ways to travel with no money in today's world. By applying these practical tips, you will be able to travel for relatively less money, if not entirely free. You have to be creative, plan strategically, and execute it by keeping your budget travel options open. Because you know what? Traveling doesn't need to cost a fortune. Using these unusual travel methods can help you survive any challenging situation and gather real experiences through exploring differently. Just be more accepting, dynamic, and you will be able to turn your free travel dreams into reality without breaking the bank. So what do you think? Are you brave and bold enough to travel without money? Let us know. And don't forget to stay tuned for more travel updates. Thanks!